Hi everyone and welcome to my tutorial for today. I hope all is well with all of us. I appreciate you guys for being here with me, and if you happen to be new, please hit the red icon to subscribe and also touch the notification bell. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to be making a simple short dress, okay, and it's going to have a gathered sleeve like from around here, okay, also with a front slit here, and I have here 3 yards of Ankara fabric. That is what we are going to be using for it. Okay, without wasting much time, let's just get started. So I'm cutting both the front and the back together. So I'll fold my fabric into 2 and then into 2 again, making it into 4 folds. Okay, I'm not gonna be putting zip here. Okay, now the length of my dress is 44. That's about all of this fabric. Okay, whatever that is left, I'll use it for the fold. Okay, so I'm working with the whole of the length. Okay, now shoulder is 16 divided into 2 is 8. I think we all know that. The armhole is 9. Okay, I hope you can see this. Bust measurement is 40 divided into 4 is 10, which is here. Now we're going to be putting our armhole curve. Okay, so here is my bust measurement. Now this is quite a very little free down, so I'll be adding ease of 1 inch, then with allowance of 2 inches. Okay, so altogether I added 3 inches extra. Okay, now my waistline, which is my half length, is 15 and a half. I'll be adding half an inch extra, leaving it at 16, which is here. Okay, and then my waist measurement is 34 divided into 4 is 8 and a half, which is here. Don't forget I added 3 inches up here, so I'll still add the same 3 inches, 1 for ease and then 2 for allowance. Okay, now from my waist to my hip is 9 inches, which is here, and on it I'm going to be placing my hip measurement, which is 47 divided into 4 will give us 11.75, which is around here, and I have 2.5 inches here, which is not bad. Okay, so now since this measurement ended here, let's just assume that I took it all the way down to the hemline. Okay, so I'll just connect the bust to the waist and then to the hip. Okay, all right, so this is what we have. And then for my shoulder slope, 3 inches here, 1 inch here. I really hope you can see this. Okay, now for the volume of my neckline, I'm going to be using 2 inches for the back, and then for the front I'll be using 4.5 inches. I hope you get it. 2 inches for the back, 4.5 inches for the front. Okay, and for the neckline, I think I'll maintain this 3 inches here. So I'll just connect. Okay, so this is for the back panel, this is for the front panel. Okay, and then for the slit, I'll just use 4 inches, which is here. So the slit is going to, the opening is going to start from here to this 4 inches. I'll just go ahead and remove first the back neck. All right, I'll also cut all of these ones out. Okay, so this is what we have. All right, I'll still need to remove the back to complete the front neckline. Okay, so this is it for the front. You can actually still go down if you want a very deep opening. Like if you want your cleavage to show, you can still move down a little. So for the sleeve, I'll be cutting both together. So I'm placing this fabric into 4 folds to get the 2 sleeves. I already drew a line here. This one is the length of my sleeve, which is 10 inches. I added half an inch. Okay, and then this second line is my cap's height. That is 4 inches. Your bust measurement divided by 12 plus half an inch. Okay, now on this my cap's height, I'm going to place my armhole measurement, which is 9 inches, which is here. This is going to form as the allowance. Okay, now I'm going to draw a line to connect from this point to my armhole, a slanting line, just something like this. Okay, with this done, I'm going to find the midpoint of this line, which is 5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to curve from this point to meet here, and then from this point to meet the armhole. This is what I mean. Okay, I hope you saw it. Okay, so if I'm to make it bolder, this is what we have, because this line is no longer useful. That is the slanting line. We already got what we wanted, so this is now what we have. I hope you see it. All right, and for my round sleeve, it's 12 inches divided into 2 is 6, but I'll be adding allowance of about 3 inches. Okay, you see, this is the exact length, circumference of my sleeve, of my round sleeve, of my armhole, this point. Okay, but I'll be using this remaining one as my allowance. That's about 1.5 inches. So instead of drawing this line here, I'll just take it this way. I hope you see it, so that this one is now our allowance. Okay, but this is our actual sleeve. If the allowance is too much, you are free to reduce your own. I hope you see it, but at the end of the day, this is where we're going to be sewing, from this point to this way. I hope you understand the explanation. Without allowance, this is what we have as our sleeve. Okay, but this other one now is the allowance. I hope you guys understood, so I'll just go ahead and cut. I'm including the allowance here now. Alright, so this is what we have as the sleeve. Okay. Now for the gathers that will be at the sleeve, I'm also cutting the two together. I placed it on fold. This is for one. So keeping it like this, it means the second one is for the second sleeve. Okay. And this is about 8.5 inches. I'm going to make it 9. Alright. So this is 9 inches for the gathers. I mean the length. Then the width is about 44 inches, even though I will not be using oil because I wouldn't want the gathers to be much around here. Okay, but we have 44 inches as the width and then 9 inches as the length. Okay, so this is for one sleeve, this one is for the other sleeve. I will not be lining it, I'll just fold it at one end because I'll be joining it at the other end. Okay, so I'll just proceed to cut the lining for the panels and then the sleeve. I won't be cutting lining for the gathers like I said, but I'll be cutting lining for just the sleeve and the body of the dress. Okay, so I've perfectly lined both the back and the front of our dress. I hope you see it. Okay, I've also lined the two sleeves and also folded the pieces for our gathers at the sleeve. You see, I did not fold this lower part. Okay, this is how the sleeve is. So I didn't have to fold here as the way we normally fold our sleeve. I did not do it here because I'll be attaching this one here. Okay, now the next thing will be to just join the front and the back at the shoulder. Okay, so I'll go to the machine, join the front and the back at the two shoulders like this. I always do it this way so that I will minimize the amount of rough edges I get at the end of my sewing. Okay, so placing it like this, making sure that fabric is facing fabric and lining is facing lining. You fold towards one direction. Okay, so with it this way now, you can now make your stitch to hold the two shoulders together. So I'll go to the machine and get it done quickly. Okay, now I've joined them at the two shoulders. I've also closed the armhole area. The next thing will just be to join them at the two sides using the body measurements. I'll be putting the pockets lastly, but I'll just need to measure out the space for it. Now our half length was 16 inches. It was 15.5, but I added half an inch for the fold up there, which already I have taken now. So we'll now maintain our 15 inches, which is here. The bust we are working with is 40 divided into 2. Since it is now into 2 places, it will give us 20. But remember, I added 1 inch extra for ease, so I'll be measuring 21, which is here. The extra 1 inch is for ease. Okay, now our waist measurement is 34 divided into 2 will give us 17. I'll also be including 1 inch extra, which will leave us at 18 inches. I hope you get it. Okay, so I'm joining the bust to the waist. Same thing here. Nine inches away from the half length or waistline area is the hip measurement, which is here. And the hip I'm working with is 47. Divided into 2 will give us 23 and a half. Okay. If you like, you can still place your fabric on hold to place this body measurement, whatever works for you. But just make sure you get it correct. So here we have 23 and a half. I will also be adding again 1 inch, leaving us at 24 and half, which is here. Okay, so I'll now connect still the waist to the hip. And then take it all the way down. Okay, so this exactly is what I'm going to sew with on my machine. I'm going to maintain strictly all these body markings. Now for the pocket, I'll be inserting the pocket about 3 inches or 2 inches away from the waistline. Okay, so let me use, instead of 3 inches, I like to use 2 inches. Okay, so I'm going to make my stitch from here through my waist to this point, and then I'll stop. I'll give an opening of about 7 inches, which is here, or let me use 6.5 inches. Once your hand can go through, it is okay, and then continue. I hope you get it. So I'm going to sew from here down to this place. I'll leave this place open and then continue from here down to the waistline. The same thing at the other side. 2 inches, 6.5 inches. Okay, so I'll walk from here to this point and then continue from here down to the waistline. When I'm done with that, I will then insert the sleeve. And here we go for the sleeve. Okay, this is the round sleeve area. Okay, I'll just use my hand to gather it as I sew. I'll just be pulling it close to each other as I sew. But if you want to still use the machine to gather before attaching it here, it is very okay. All of them will still give the same result. All right, it is optional. Anyone you do is just fine. Okay, so I will just gather them as I sew so that I have something like this. Okay, and this is exactly how I'll be doing it, just the same way you see me doing it here. This is how I'll be doing it as I sew. Okay, but if you feel you cannot do it like this freehand, you can use the machine to achieve that also. And this is what we have after the gathers. Okay, now I'm going to use the circumference of my armhole, which is 9 inches on both sides. That's 18 to close it up here. And then at this lower part, I'm going to use my round sleeve measurement, the one I'm working with, to close it up here. I hope you understand. Here I'm going to measure 18 inches. That is 9 on each side. And then here I'm going to use our round sleeve, the one I'm working with, to close it up. Okay. And when I do that, we're going to have something like this. Something like this for the sleeve. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and attach it to the armhole area. So the sleeve has been attached. I hope you can see it. Okay, now with the sleeve inserted, as you can see, the next thing will be to just attach the two side pockets, and I'll be attaching it from the reverse side. Okay, I already cut out my pocket, so all I need to do is open it up like so, and then place it evenly so that what I have up here is what I have down here. Okay, so I'll just place it like this, sew it here, turn to the other side and sew it here. Okay, I hope you understand perfectly. I'll go to the machine with the pocket opened up this way and placed against our fabric like so. I'm going to sew this side against this side of our dress. When I'm done, I'll turn it over, sew this side of the pocket against the other side of our dress. Okay. Right, having attached the sleeve and the pocket, that will be the end of our tutorial for today. I hope we all enjoyed our tutorial today. Okay, and I urge you to please try this. It's actually very simple and easy to make. I'll just go ahead and give it a very good press. Okay, thank you for watching till the end. I sincerely appreciate your companionship. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you once again. And if you are new to this channel, please hit the red icon to subscribe and also touch the notification bell. Okay? Till we see in my next tutorial. Take very good care of yourself and stay out of trouble. Bye.